I'm gonna speed run all the different types of bras from 1910 until current day.
I'm gonna tell you what the most popular bra was for each decade.
Pre-1910, we still would have been corsets all the way. Everybody wanted a snatched waist, but then World War I came along in 1917, and we had to save steel for the war, so we had to build 2 extra battleships. So everybody was like, stop using corsets, there's too much steel. And we switched to something called the backless brassiere. Then in 1920, we switched to a bra that flattened your chest because it was a very much androgynous, boyish type silhouette going on in the 1920s. If you had a bigger chest, you had to use something called a Symington side lacer, which sounds comfortable already. I can't wait to use that. In the 1930s, we got through A through D cup sizing. We also got elastic in our bras, and it kind of shifted more towards Hollywood glamour and not so much the flattening, so we kind of swung the pendulum back around. We also started calling it a bra. The nickname really will do wonders for solidifying you in the zeitgeist. In the 1940s, we had World War II, and of course, you know it, you love it, the torpedo bra, the bullet bra, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes if you worked in a factory, you wore something called the safety bra, which looks incredibly comfortable and chic, obviously. For the 1950s, that kind of continued on because there was a lot of actresses continuing on that like really hyper pointy bra look, and they also were very big into really tight Angora knit sweaters, so think of the sweater girls like Marilyn Monroe. What's under there type of thing. 1960s, nobody really symbolically burns their bra anymore, and that's kind of a shame, but did you know that the protesters for the Miss America protest never actually burnt their bras? They mostly symbolically threw these things away and never actually burned them, but the popular bra for this time period, if not braless, was a really soft cut bra. Also got Lycra, which is spandex in bras, which means that not only could the bras stretch out and shape to you, but they could stretch back. In the 70s, they actually invented the sports bra, which was just 2 jock straps stitched together, which is like, again, chic. So glad someone did that. Victoria's Secret was also founded in 1977, so around this time frame. It's actually rumored to be named after Queen Victoria, even though she's just like a little bit of a killjoy, but I think she has like a little secret, and that was the theory. 80s, think John Gaultier with Madonna. Really structured bras because of the shoulder pads everyone was wearing. Sarah was all about power dressing, and so the bras would have matched that really strong look. You look at this for good measure. Nice. Because the 80s were such a power dressing moment, the 90s were very grunge, they're very minimalist, okay? Still hung on to that really push-up bra aesthetic, but we had a lot more like chic, simpler options. That doesn't mean they were ugly, they were just like not like power dressing, you know? For example, look at this Maiden form ad. Man, cute. We also had a lot of the greats in the Victoria's Secret era. Thought Tyra Banks, Heidi Klum, Giselle. Naturally, we had the fantasy bra, which is the most iconic thing I think Victoria's Secret has ever done. Basically, the most 2 popular bras at this time period were the t-shirt bra and then the really high push-up, like scratchy lace bra. In the 2000s, I think we moved into more of a push-up / demi-cup bra. I think we wanted like a half shell type of situation going on, and I think that was the most popular. Also had a big moment for the bralette in 2016, and this was very embarrassing and horrible, and I hope we don't bring this back. At least for another 20 years, I don't like this at all. So far for the 2020s, I've seen really comfortable, really casual bras. I think that's largely due to the pandemic, and everybody had to stay home for a couple years, and then remote work kind of set in for everybody. I understand the need for like more comfortable options, but I do think we're kind of in a boring bra era. But so far, the most interesting thing that we have is like the Skims nipple bra, like that cup style mesh bra, you know what I mean? Which another one of my favorites, and I also almost bought the Skims one.
Okay, that's basically over 100 years of bras. I need a drink of water. If you want to read this essay in full, by the way, you can find it on my Substack in case you're tired of hearing my voice. Anyway, bye.